Welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration last year approved the first new drug for sickle cell disease in nearly 2 decades. L-glutamine oral powder helps reduce severe complications associated with the blood disorder. Approval of Endari was based on a clinical trial that included patients aged 5 to 58 with sickle cell disease who had had 2 or more painful crises within the 12 months before enrollment in the trial. Today on Our Take, we'll be discussing medical innovations with a focus on sickle cell and the role we should all play in this process. Joining me to discuss this are my guests of the day, Bukola Bolarewa and Bisade Karenwe. Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay, so what can we first of all, I'm thinking this kind of drug will be expensive. You know, what are your thoughts on how expensive these drugs can be?
Thing is, like, new drugs are always expensive. You know, the pharmaceutical companies are going to try and recoup their initial costs because it takes them years and years to research. And for every one drug that gets approved, you've probably tried another 100 that haven't, you know, made it. So, unfortunately for us, until the drugs then become generic, before a lot of Africans or Nigerians are able to afford it. That's just the reality of.
Yeah, and people living with the disorder, you know, what are their options in terms of, oh, do I try to take this? Because is this proven to be a cure? You know, the FDA has approved it, all of that, but has it worked? Has it been tested on more people post their own test?
I think that until it's actually on the market, before we can actually comment on how you know, viable it is as an option. But for now, a lot of the drugs that are being approved are just to mitigate sort of the symptoms that come with sickle cell.
Yeah, Bisade, how can the general public help, you know, in terms of getting more cures for sickle cell?
Well, I think the major first step is awareness. It's something that we're not talking about enough. The problem I also find is even with pain management, right, and mental health issues with people with the disorder. So there's a lot of work to do on the awareness front before we even start talking about drugs and infrastructure.
Well, so awareness, which is what you are doing, education, all of that. And it's just been great talking to you. Congratulations again, Bisade. Well done, Buki. You're doing an amazing job. And that brings us to the end of the morning show today. Thank you so much for watching from the entire morning show team here in Lagos. All that's left to say is enjoy the rest of your morning and, of course, the rest of your day. Goodbye.